What is up, everybody? I hope all is well. This is That Squares Podcast, and we are here to do the mock draft of the Seattle Seahawks. First and foremost, man, new coach, new style. Depends on how he's going to do everything. I know you're looking at the board right now that I got, and I just want to say that Seattle, without Pete Carroll, I really want to see how this draft goes because he's really good at drafting players. So I really want to see what this guy does coming in for Seattle when it comes to the draft. Now, let's dive in. Let's talk about it, right? All right, first things first. Seattle doesn't have a second rounder. They have 2 third-rounders back-to-back. So let's go ahead and get in. Let's dive in. Number 16 pick overall, Byron Murphy, defensive lineman out of the University of Texas. Why not? Go ahead, get your run stopper, get your pass pressure guy. That's what we're going to do. Well, there's really not much to talk about. I think that Jazon Newton might be off the board by then. I know people fell in love with him at the Combine. Byron Murphy, not a bad player, not a bad choice. I think that there will be more added to this as time goes on. But for now, let's just see, because I do believe that this guy is the best fit for him. With that being said, too, on top of that, Jonah Ellis, 78, out of Utah. Didn't have an amazing combine. Cool Senior Bowl. You question his NFL strength. Now, you're saying to yourself, there's a lot of knocks. But he went to Utah. And Utah was built on defense. And Jonah Ellis was the reason why they were the problem that they were for most teams, is because of that. USC lets you know straight up. Ask Caleb Williams about how he feels about Jonah Ellis. Ask him. So obviously, straight up, right away, I'm going to tell you that we do go back-to-back edge rushers, and I like both of them. Jonah Ellis is why. He has a really good release, can get off, seal that edge. Perfect. Now, as we go over to Isaac out of Penn State, the reason why I like him is the fact that he knows how to work good with one-on-ones, and on top of that, he's really good against the inside, which is a lot of edge rushers don't like getting caught up in that mix. But he's really good at going on the inside. So he's a good start player. I like him there for that. I think that Seattle, obviously we went D-line 3 picks straight in a row. I know that's a bit of a reach. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what the hell are you thinking? What's going on? Why would you draft 2 consecutive positions back to back like that? I just like the fact that in your division, you have to get to the quarterback. You need players that can get the timing off with your Kyler Murrays, with your Matthew Staffords, with your Brock Purdy, which is easy to do, but that he got the Great Wall of China in front of him. You've got to really throw these guys timing off on these offensive players. So that will make things work and easier for you. I think that you guys have stud defensive linemen. Stud defensive backs. But you guys just released Jamal Adams, so I saw that there. But outside of that, the other corners you guys drafted recently these past few years have been exceptionally well. I think getting to the quarterback will make it easier. Just remember the rule of football. You rush, we cover. Easy. You don't have to make people think too much. You rush, we get there, 3-4 seconds. Can you hold off for 5? Can you hold off for 4 seconds? Can you cover for 4 to 5 seconds? We'll take care of business up front on the defensive side, defensive line. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. Now, next up is offensive line. Obviously, protection for Geno Smith. Blake Fisher out of Notre Dame. Put him on the right side, right tackle. Perfect fit. I don't see why not. Now, the next big thing that we have here is Jordan Travis. And the thing about Jordan Travis is I know that he had the injury. I know that a lot of people are kind of skeptical on taking him. I know that why take a chance on somebody like that this early? Why draft? He could be an undrafted free agent, which is true. All these things are true. I'll just say this about Jordan Travis. Florida State was in a position where it just was not who Florida State was. He brought them back to prominence. Before that injury, Jordan Travis was in the running for Heisman. A lot of things. And if you really want to talk about a quarterback duel, a game where you see 2 potential quarterbacks in the NFL, and we would have this conversation if he didn't get hurt. Jaden Daniels versus Jordan Travis. Watch that. And I know you're saying, well, we're not playing the quarterback versus the quarterback game. We're not. But we are playing the game of teams who have talent and teams who have talent. and Keon Coleman with Johnny Wilson versus Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr., Florida State actually dominated. Jordan Travis was a part of that. Jordan Travis is a really good leader of men. I think that he'll be a good fit. I think that he doesn't have to come in and be a great starter right away. I think that he could just ease his way into it. He doesn't have to try as hard. I think Geno Smith is going to end his career probably right on the sunset with the Seattle Seahawks. So that's the best part about it, is that right there. So he doesn't have to come in and do too much. Just build a team to get him ready for that and kind of hand it over just like how the Packers did with Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. You do Geno Smith to Jordan Travis the same way. So then on top of that, now we got Mason McCormick out of South Dakota State. Once again, I do really like these FBS players, these FBS Division II type players. I like them a lot more just because that's what they do up there, up north. They run the ball. Seattle's probably going to be running the ball a lot with K9 and, of course, Charbonnet. So that's what I like right there. Just downhill good running. That's what you're going to need. Now, last but not least is Quentin Jackson out of Tulane. Jaquan Jackson, I think is his name. I need to get like Mari and just know how to pronounce everybody's name. And I'm black. That's the crazy thing about it. I'm black and I still have a hard time pronouncing people's names when it comes to my coach. But Jackson, though, out of Tulane. You see how I did that? Yeah. So he actually underperformed at the combine. And on top of that, he's actually short. So he went from me being this guy that I could see him going in the 6th, 5th round to the 7th round. And now I'm not as in love with the player as I once was until I had to go back and look at that tape. And I said, okay, it's still there. He's basically going to be your Tyler Lockett replacement. That's all he's really going to be. Jigba is the same player as him, I think. And I know you guys are going to be like, oh, well, we got Metcalf, Jigba, and Tyler Lockett. Yes, add another receiver. It's why the hell not? Because obviously you can't never have enough weapons. So, and on top of that, he's going to be a 7th-round pick. So probably practice squad first. Then we'll graduate up to that. We'll see what he does. But I honestly have faith in this guy when it comes to like the skill. Because the playing style is there. It was there at Tulane. So that's what I like to see. But with that being said, though, Seahawks fans, let me know what I did in this draft, man. Let me know. Please come at me, bro, with all of that. Go Hawks, I guess. Take it easy. Peace.